Let's go to Kenya next. The country is conducting a national wildlife census, the first of its kind in the country. It's home to vulnerable and endangered species, including lions, giraffes, and the only two surviving northern white rhino species in the world. The BBC's Ferdinand Omondi reports from the marine parks and forest reserves of coastal Kenya.
Kenya is undergoing the biggest animal count in its history. From above, researchers record wildlife on the country's open lands and check threats to them, including human activity close to protected areas. This aerial count is just one method Kenya's Wildlife Service is using to count all of the country's wildlife. This is one of Kenya's forest reserves. There's lots of wildlife here, and that includes hundreds of elephants, I'm told, but it's so difficult to spot them from above, even with an extra pair of eyes. And that's where tracking them on foot comes in. How long are you people? Jamila is one of the rangers tasked to count the elephants on foot. But in this heavy forest, the elephants know where to hide. So, researchers count by the consistency of their dung.
We were taught how to see the edge of the dung, to know if it's fresh or it's over 24 hours. So when we see like this one, I see it's at stage of C1. The pile is it's over 50 centimeter, still piled, no destruction. And also when it's fresh, it smells, it has an odor, it's also smooth in color.
So we've just been driving along the forest reserve looking for elephants, and then right in front of our path, there's a herd right in front of us. It's actually a bigger group than what you can see because we've spotted some crisscrossing. I can see some feeding and others playing. And the rules here is that the elephants have the right of way, so we just have to wait. Kenya has carried out wildlife surveys before, but this is the first time the country attempts to count all species on Kenyan lands and waters.
Particularly the census has been done on the endangered species. That's the elephants, the rhinos, and a few others. But we don't have proper census for giraffe. We don't have census for pangolin. We don't have census for zebras.
This count is also important for marine conservation. This here is a mangrove forest, a favorite breeding area for fish. And so fishing here is regulated. And the researchers hope that the results of this census will help show the impact of such conservation efforts on marine life. Kenya's marine parks alone generate over $1 million annually, but the government says they can do more. It wants to use its marine data to accelerate the blue economy, the sustainable use of ocean resources for economic growth and jobs.
Conservation is very central to the blue economy. You need to manage your environment better. So with this type of information, you are going to identify those critical areas that need to be zoned out.
This is Kenya's biggest ever animal census, and its results could encourage better conservation for future generations. Ferdinand Omondi, BBC News, Coastal Kenya.